Hey guys, welcome back to yet another video of Tech Wafer. Hopefully you're having a great day. Dil here, your host, and in this particular video, let's just review the Infinix Zero X Neo. I've been using this smartphone for a week and here's what I think about it. Speaking about the highlights, this phone has a 6.78 inches IPS LCD panel with 1080 into 2400 pixels of resolution with a refresh rate of 90 Hz. And when it comes to performance, it is powered by Mediatek's Helio G95 with the Mali-G76 MC4 graphics. Speaking about the cameras, it has a primary sensor of 48 megapixels, but that is not the exciting part. The most exciting feature of this smartphone, especially in this particular price range, is its 8 megapixel periscope lens, and it also has a 2 megapixel depth sensor. In the battery section, it has a 5000 mAh battery with the support of 18 watt quick charging. Now let's move on to its design and check out how well the device is built. The Infinix Zero X Neo seems to have stepped out of the line when it compared to its sibling the Zero X and Zero X Pro in terms of design. The major difference is flat sides, which provide the feel of a premium smartphone, but the Neo has rounded edges and a matte finish at the back. The body is made of a polycarbonate material and it is a bit wide in dimensions, and these thick form factors are designed to adjust 5000 mAh massive battery inside. The rounded edges make it sit comfortably on the wrist and the phone becomes easier to use as well. The 6.78 inches massive display with punch hole cutout makes everything look good. It has an IPS panel, not an AMOLED. That is a downside, but the good thing is it has a 90 Hz refresh rate, which to some extent compensates the IPS panel's downside and almost justifies the price. The colors and saturations are not good as of an AMOLED panel, but they are still vibrant. Because of the 90 Hz refresh rate, phone provides a smooth user experience with a 1080p resolution. And speaking about the media experience, the phone is lacking HDR10 Plus certification, and that is why you are losing a bit of sharpness there, but the speakers of the smartphone are reasonably well and they can work pretty well in certain environments. And if I am to summarize the overall user experience of display and design, I would say that this phone justifies its price. Now speaking about performance, under the hood, Neo is powered by a 12nm based Mediatek Helio G95 chipset, which delivers a smooth performance. The main cores of G95 are clocking at 2.05 GHz, and the Antutu score of the chipset is better than Snapdragon 720G and even Snapdragon 732G, which means that it can deliver more performance than its competition. As for internals, Neo has 8GB of RAM and 128GB of UFS 2.2 internal storage, expandable through a microSD card. Now it's time for the gaming experience, and the 90 Hz refresh rate combined with the G95 offers smoother gaming experience, and games like PUBG and Call of Duty runs on ultra frame on medium and smooth graphics. However, they run on high frame rate on high graphics settings. And upon a request in the comments, we have included the Fortnite gameplay and the game runs reasonably well, but I'm not sure if I can get a kill in it because I'm not good at Fortnite even when playing on PC. What I can assure you is that there will be no lag during the gameplay of Fortnite on this smartphone. Overall, in terms of performance, this phone is just killing it, specifically in this price segment. The Infinix Zero X Neo is running XOS 7.6 at the top of Android 11.0, and speaking of the user experience, it's getting better on Infinix smartphones. There are definitely some bloatwares, but you can easily uninstall them, and these are added to cut the cost of these smartphones. So I don't want to complain about it, even though they've made a lot of improvements, but there's still some room left for improvements, and I'm pretty sure that they will be covered in upcoming update. Now moving on to the camera section, the cameras are the main feature of the smartphone, especially the 8 megapixel telescope lens is the star of the show, which I know has never been offered earlier in this price range. The shots that are taken with the 48 megapixel primary shooter during daylight came out excellent with a decent color and contrasts. The dynamic range of the phone is not good as its siblings, and the exposure needs improvement, and also the image processing on the software end requires a bit of progress because photos get over sharpness sometime. I love the periscope lens of Neo and I am impressed by how well it works. It can capture decent shots from a distance. Shots taken at 5x with optical zoom are very well detailed and retains all the information including colors, saturation and contrast. The 60x digital zoom also works and it can capture readable images from a noticeable distance, but I wouldn't say that it is great. but it is still a useful feature and it can come handy in multiple scenarios. Portraits are fine too, but the software improvements are needed here, especially since default beauty mode needs to be disabled, or at least there should be an option for it. The edge detection works well in a well-lit environment, however its performance in low light conditions deteriorates. The 16 megapixel selfie shooter can capture detailed selfies, but the portraits need a bit of improvement like I've said earlier. Speaking about the videos, the Zero X Neo can record up to 4K video at 30 frames per second from the rear camera and 1080p at 30 frames from the selfie shooter. And the videographic features include time-lapse, slow motion, and it is worth mentioning here that the 4K videos are recorded with OIS, which is a wow factor for a phone that falls under this particular price segment. Overall, I am satisfied by the camera experience this phone offers. Now speaking about battery and battery life, the Zero X Neo has a 5000 mAh massive battery backed by an 18-watt charging port. And the phone do offer an 8 to 9 hours of on-screen time when used by an excessive smartphone user, and for casual users it can last well above a day and a half. When it comes to charging, Neo takes about 1 hour to 45% and 2.5 hours to fill the battery up to 100%, and this charging speed in 2021 is considered slow. Overall, the phone do offer good user experience and it won't let you down when it comes to the battery life. Now it's time for the verdict, and Infinix Zero X Neo is an easy recommendation for most of the users because it checks all the boxes a phone at this particular price segment could offer and more. And I can't say that there's need for improvements because the Neo's siblings got all of its downsides covered for a bit more price. So there we go with the review of Infinix Zero X Neo. I do hope that you liked this video. If you really did, a like and a subscribe to the channel would be highly appreciated. See you in the next one. Till then, peace out.